Your Excellency, would like to hear from you. What's the situation like on the ground in Sudan as we speak?
There is burning of markets in cities and towns. There is extensive also sabotage for civilian facilities, for infrastructure, and killing citizens. And they also destroy and damage the telephone and internet servers.
Your Excellency, what do you think is the cause of this rebellion?
The rapid-supported forces behaves lately as a parallel forces to Sudanese armed forces, especially after their refusal to be integrated into Sudanese support forces, and his plan to deploy his forces in strategic places without coordination with Sudanese army forces, and this is make the recent military confrontation.
The rapid support forces, where are they getting their funding and what's the source of their weapons?
I have no documented and accurate information on this question, but we will be, when it will be available, we will provide the public opinion about this.
Would like to understand, so far in terms of humanitarian situation, what's the loss in terms of lives and property?
As I said, still we are going to have details because the situation is still going on.
What's the government of Sudan doing to contain the situation as it is now?
For Sudanese armed forces, they is carrying out their duties, constitutional duties and responsibility to respond and to protect the security and stability in the country.
Has the Sudanese government reached out to other regional interventions like the AU, the East African community? Have you tried to seek any intervention from the different entities that exist?
The government of Sudan now appreciates all efforts that of African leaders. Anyway, what we request as a government to condemn the rebellion, rapid forces rebellion against the Sudanese army forces. We need also to keep this situation away from international intervention. Because this is interior affairs, and we know how to almost now Sudanese armed forces, they control the situation.
There are countries like the US, UK, Spain, Uganda, Kenya, name them. They are all trying to evacuate their citizens. Does this mean that the situation in Sudan is getting out of hand?
This is normal in this circumstances, as you know, and it doesn't mean that the situation become out of control. The Transitional Sovereignty Council directed the concerned authorities, Ministry of Foreign Affairs and other ministry, so as to provide their maximum help for process of evacuation of the diplomatic missions and other communities.
There is fear that actually Sudan might become like another Libya or Somalia. What's your take on that?
If there is no very strong and clear positions to condemn and to refuse and to stop the rebellion against the legitimate and official military institutions or body in our countries, I think the chaos will spread entire the region.
The Forum of Parliaments on the Great Lakes region has at one point recommended that there should be a transition government and elections should be organized in Sudan. Why do you think it has taken long to achieve that? And don't you think maybe if there was integration of some of these forces into the national army, maybe the situation couldn't have escalated like it is right now?
The chairperson of Transitional Sovereignty Council, Commander-in-Chief, he affirmed and confirmed that the Sudanese armed forces it is committed there about political process.
What appeal do you have to make to the government of Uganda?
You know, Sudan strongly believe in mature experience and wisdom of His Excellency the President. And this is, I think, will be enough to guarantee that the ongoing consultation and communication will be fruitful.
Has there been any talks between the Sudanese government and President Yoweri Museveni?
What can I say? There is communication definitely between two heads of states.
Okay. And then where is the former President Bashir?
He's now he's in Sudan.
He's in Sudan.
Mm. Thank you. Thank you for your coming.